Today I'm working on a journal letter to send off. So I want to work on that. I have a piece of cardstock. It's like a 11 by 8, I believe. And that's just what I got at Michael's. When they have their cardstock on sale, I get the cream, and I like that. And I kind of want to have a nice floral background. I know I think flowers are for any time of year, so I know it's not quite the floral time of year, but I'm going with that. I have some fluorescent colors that I thought I'd try out today, so I'm going to go with the orange. And because I'm being really fun with this, I actually got to shake it up. I want to just really play with my fingers with this. And yes, it's going out to people, so I'm hoping that this is not... I want to have fun with some of my stuff too. It don't have to, be so serious with everything, and I can just enjoy the fun. So I'm just going to go on and play with finger paint with this DecoArts stencil here that I love to use in this way. And I'm just going to go around and play with my fingers and start some layers. I'm not sure how many layers, but they're going to be thin paint layers with these flowers. And yeah, going to go with that. So some of the smaller ones here I'm just going to kind of grab onto. I might add different colors to it if I don't like what's going on with it. I might not. I'm going to move my stencil around a bit. And I'm going to place it down again. I got some little DecoArt paints here, and I will show them to you in 1 second. Grabbing a paper towel. It's at the end of my roll, my last piece. So this is what I'm using, multi-surface neon. I'm going to go with like a red too. So I'm going to use the pink right now. I'm going to shake it up. I'm just throwing it on there and having some fun with it. Some neon colors I don't use very often at all, actually. So I'd like to kind of play with that and make something really funky and nice and have a really nice cover. Back and front cover for my journal here. And that's where I'm going with that. So I'm trying to get fingering. I just love finger painting with this stencil. It's my favorite to do with. So it's one of my favorite stencils to work with. As you can see, I am kind of making a bit of pieces here and there that are coming up. Let's see. I'm just going to dab a little bit into my lid so I can grab that. Anyway, so I'm just using my finger to get it everywhere. This one's going to be a little thick here, but... And like I said, I might mix a little bit of the colors up. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Keep with the orange and this right now, and then I'm going to add a little green, I think. Orange and pink are really cute together. So I'm going to do that right now. Here I'm going to throw a little bit of a pink down again, and then I'm going to throw a little orange on top. I'm moving my stencil along the way, but yeah, you get the picture there. Just kind of a guideline. I could do this just freehand too, but it's just kind of a guideline. Mixing up my orange, making a really nice bright color. And to tone it down, if you want, you could throw a little bit of gesso on it, do a spray, whatever you like, really. So I'm just going to go right here, do more of a pink, and I'm kind of getting this everywhere, but it's okay. This is kind of like a nice free feel that I want, and I want to have a fun, funky color. I think I'm also going to maybe add a little bit of a face in here. I don't know, something. But right now, my background here is going to be these nice flowers. There's funky flowers, so I'm liking it. I'm going to get some pink happening here. I'm just going to be a little bit careful. And this one's right here. So just having some fun. I'll be back once I'm done with my flowers to get a few pieces in, like there I have painted. I'm just dabbing some of it in just like that to see if I can transfer a little bit more color. That one is done. I'm going to dry that up, add a little bit of the green to it, neon green. Okay, I got my neon green happening. I'm going to grab a brush. I think I'm going to grab more of a rounded brush. I'm going to do a little bit of brush work with it. And I think I'm just going to kind of, yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of do some feathering. I'm not even going to go real leaf-like. I'm just going to do some feathering out, some fanning out some green. Just like that. Just kind of getting some green happening here. Fanning it out, but you get some strokes of green. And I'm doing the centers last. Got some really nice color in there. Funky, funky. Something just unusual. And I think that's what I was going for with this today. Something unusual, not expected, that kind of thing. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to surprise the viewer or whoever's seeing the art, right? And you want to do something totally unique to your own, what you usually do. So that is quite the funkiness. I really like that green. I'm going to add a little bit right here to the side. And I'm going to add a little water and splatter a little bit on there. I really like it. So then I get the little green splatters as well. Might be too much water, but we'll see. Even if it's just a little bit of green, mixing up my brush, taking another brush just to use to tap on. It's just a little bit. Could have been a little darker, but I'm going with what I got. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. There we go. Probably getting my camera. I really like that. I may actually will probably add a tad more color to this water mixture. I got a little bit right here. Make it a little thicker. I got a couple of pieces that are nice and thick, and I kind of like that. So it's going to dry differently than the lighter spots, so I'm not too worried about having over much. I kind of feel like this is almost like an 80s thing, like a little poster or something. I don't know, so I really like that way it's coming out. Okay. Rinsing out my brush. So I'm going to dry this up, guys, and I'm really happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my other colors to go back in soon enough. I'm going to use ultrafine glitter paint. See how I like that for my centers. And I wanted to go with, I don't know, something probably darker, but I'm going to check to see how I like this. I think I do need something a bit darker first of all. Try my yellow gold. And then I'm going to use the ultra fine on top of that. This is yellow gold, and I might have some glitter mixed in, but that's okay. Well, I definitely do have some glitter mixed in. So, I'm just going to tap the center of this. And Dogs, somebody must be at the door. Talking core. Dogs are barking. And there we go. So I'm leaving it quite thick. I want some texture, but I don't want too much. We have to mail this out, and it's got to go everywhere, and so, but, yeah, it's light, and I will be right back. It's very delicate looking, even though it's like fluorescent. So I'm going in with the glitter in the centers. I did kind of go over it a little bit with my fingers too, just because I wanted that smooth look a bit. Now I'm trying to think of what I want this theme to be, and I'm kind of thinking along the lines of, well, we're women doing this craft, and I'm thinking that maybe something to do with our individuality, like we're chosen to be artists somehow. You know, we're out here doing all this, and so I want to do something that kind of captures that. So that's my theme, I think. And how I'm going to do that, I'm not sure yet. I got some ideas, just going to keep working with it. I'm going to dry this layer up. And this is going to be my beautiful crazy love it. So I'm going to dry that up, friends. I was having a huge difficulty trying to figure out what I wanted to put on this journal page. Huge. So I couldn't find any quotes that I liked with chosen, but I think that I just wanted to write the word chosen, and we could all kind of think about it in a way that we want. But I mean, I think we are here, we're chosen. The people who are going to be doing the journal, their names are chosen for the list. It's just, you know, individuality and artists put together. So just think of it whatever you guys will. I just wanted that. It also happens to be something that is kind of a theme going on with me lately, and drinking my coffee, sorry, and with our group of young women, we're kind of doing a theme of chosen, that, you know, we're chosen because of our individualities instead of, you know, the outside or whatever of all the things. So I'm kind of going with that theme. Now, I was not too familiar with writing, I wanted to do it freehand, but I don't think I could do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do the best I can here, because if I mess up, this whole piece is going to be kind of not the best. So I'm just going to try to be careful, not be too fast, and try to wipe my corners off if I think I get them in. Just going to check where my see, I'm noticing that these ones, they were cheap at Michael's, but I think they're cheap because they're not, all the letters are kind of not quite where, you know, necessarily where they should be. So it's kind of a guess, but we'll do our best. So I'm just going to be taking my time to write my chosen word. Chosen. See, and this O is lower to the bottom here. I'm just going to let the paper soak it up. This is just regular cardstock, so, and this S is quite in the center, see what I mean? And it's a little off to the side, so I gotta kind of pay attention to that if I'm trying to be more careful, if I'm worried about it. Anyway, going to do my best and be patient. And then I think I'm going to ink up my edges. See, I'm taking my time, not getting too many marks in there. And this is, I think, well, I do have larger stamps, but I think this was the best choice for me. And that's it. And this one's kind of in the center, but off. Well, it's a little off. Gotta kind of wipe up my edges again, see? And just gotta pay attention to that. That might be a little off. We'll see. Nope, not too bad. So that's it. These are my words. And I'm going to ink up my edges. This paper, I know it's fluorescent, it kind of looks like different, but I kind of get an Asian feel out of this. So I'm really liking that feel that I get for this journal. And I like that. I'm just going to move this around here. I'm just going to ink the edges. Try to do it evenly. I don't want to get too up. Too onto the paper. I want to make it look really kind of crisp. So that was an easy background. I really liked how it turned out. Then we're going to have to stitch a few pages in. And I think I'm going to decorate the pages with some flowers. And yeah, I'll be back with that. This is the outside of the journal I made now. And I'm going to do my first page, do the addresses and all that, but I will leave that off. Whoops, why is my video very blurry? I'll leave that off of this video because that'll be a surprise for the person that's going to get it next time when they're going to do their piece. So now I'm just going to kind of finish up this. I think I was going to go do the first page, but I'm like, well, I want to leave it a little bit of a surprise. So that's what I decided to do. And I don't know how, I was trying to figure out, I just ended up tying them on like this. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too bulky to send. And I suppose if my partners that are in my listing group of this journal letter want to bind it, they can. But I just couldn't figure out how to do it without being too bulky. I'm not very, this is my first one, so. But I was like, I don't know about the binding on this, so I just did this. I'm going to probably cut them all the same length. And try to have it kind of the same length here. There we go. I think it's cute. So hopefully that's not going to be too bulky. Just a little knot. I just didn't know what to do. So there we go. So I like that. It's kind of got that Asian feel to it. I'm going to do a little bit more, I think, edging and that kind of thing. It just seems like it needs a little bit more. So I'm just going to do the borders like this. Kind of sketch them down with my Posca pen. And I'm not going to go like straight line, I'm just going to sketch it so that it looks sketchy and nice, and I don't get too crazy with the lines as well. And it'll give it more of a nice border. And I think crossing the corners gives it that more of an Asian feel to it. And that's what I'm going to do to the back. And that will be it for what I'm going to show you for this journaling letter. It might not be the correct way of doing it. Like I said, I just did not, the binding just didn't want to work for me. So I just decided to do some ribbon like this. Hopefully, like I said, it'll be nice and thin enough to be mailing out. We have, I think, 5 people in our group. So there we go. But I wanted to make this video about how I made this one. And there we go. All done. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget to crap like a duck. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm back because I realized that I made this way too big. It's supposed to be 8 by 8, and for some reason I thought I did not. But I didn't. So I made it 8 by 11, and I didn't cut down my paper. So I bet you some of you guys noticed that, didn't ya? And were probably screaming at me. But we're going to save it, I hope. Because that was upsetting. So I'm going to make it 8 by 8, guys. 8 by 8. So I'm going to see if I can save it. I'll have a little book thing here. No, this is terrible. Hey, but hey, I noticed it before I was like, nailed it off. It's not exactly what I was supposed to do. We all make mistakes. But you know what? Because I couldn't bound it by sewing it properly, that kind of saved me. I gotta hold it proper here. If I had chopped the thing, it would have been perfectly straight the first time. Kind of saved me, oops, kind of saved me the work of redoing it. Isn't that crazy? How did I mess that up? I was just looking at it, I'm like, boy, that looks really like a big envelope. And then I'm like, measured it, I'm like, this is not 8 by 8. Can you believe my brain turned off like that? It happens. I'm kind of thinking that my wording is really low now, so I might have to add something else. That's crazy. Oops. That is crazy talk right there. But it's supposed to be 8 by 4. The pages that are folded or inside are supposed to be 8 by 8, and that's crazy. I don't know how I got that totally messed up. Did though. Even that's a little on the big side. Okay, so, oh, and then I, of course, detach this side, so I'm going to have to tie that up again. Well, learning something new all the time. Double measure, read your instructions again. So, hey. How do I do this? When I twist it, I go over my finger, through. I'll get this to grab through, because I cut my ribbon right in half there, eh? So, pull my ribbon right through. Kind of messed up my binding a bit there by doing that, but saved it a bit. I did not want to have a knot on the inside, but I do now. Crazy. It's hopefully saved. If you guys don't approve, I'm sorry. But hey, I'm just keeping it real, guys. I just want to show you that I did mess up. I don't know if I should cut that any smaller. But I'm going to heat set this end too. That way it doesn't fray on me. There we go. So yeah, reading instructions is really good. Really good. So, don't know if I'm going to be able to save this guy. It'd be kind of cute if I could, because then I kind of got myself a little mini. Hey, you make a mistake. Salvage it. Salvage it. And these scissors are not sharp for this. There we go. Just doing the frays there. So, I mean, it's just a little one. And let's see what that, I don't know. Save it anyway. Of course, I do gotta fix the cut edge on here. Wasn't quite straight. There we go. Because there's only one thing holding it, so the paper on the inside is going to move a bit, but that's okay. So it's going to kind of twist around a bit in here like this, but salvaged it. And you guys can't see what I'm doing over here. Why does this camera keep moving on me? That's crazy. Okay. A video on how not to make a letter journal, and then how to rescue it once you made it improper. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And now I have a little, probably a little address book or something I can send along to, or something. Maybe the person who had decided on the swap can get a little extra treat. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.